In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to make this solid crochet granny square. These granny squares are very versatile and can be used on multiple projects. You can use them to make crochet bags, crochet cardigans, or even a crochet blanket. So let's get started on the lesson. For our supplies, we're going to need some yarn, a crochet hook that's recommended for your yarn. I have a 8-ply, a double knit, or a number 3 weight yarn, and that recommends a 3.5 to a 4mm, which is a G-hook. Also got a pair of scissors and a yarn needle. You can use any yarn that you like for this project. I'm going to be starting with a chain 5 and join to make a little circle, but if you prefer the magic ring, then you are most welcome to use that. So start with a slip knot if you're going to do the chain 5 and join. And we're going to make 5 chains. Then we're going to join to the very first chain and make a slip stitch. We now have our little circle and we're going to chain 3. And we're going to double crochet into the little middle in there. I'm going to work one more double crochet into the middle. Chain 2. And 3 more double crochet into the middle. You can see here I'm working over my yarn. I'm just laying it on top of the circle there and it just wraps around. So you want 3 all together. Chain 2, and the chain 2 is our corner space. 3 more double crochet into the middle. Can you see all the yarn just getting all tangled up with going on there? So we have 3. So we're going to do a chain 2. And we need 4 corners because we have a square. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and we need to do our 4th. So you want to do 3 double crochet. Chain 2. And we're going to join to the very first stitch. And pull that through. Oops, make sure you get all the yarn. And then pull that through. Why have you decided to split? Doesn't normally do that. There we go. So we have 1 set of 3, 2 set of 3s, 3 sets, and 4 sets. We need 4 all together, and we'll have 4 chain 2 spaces, and that gives us our corners that we need. Now on the first round, if you're continuing to use the same colour or the same yarn throughout your project, we're going to just slip stitch across to this chain 2 space. If you're going to use a different colour on each round, you might be making a project from leftover yarn, then I would cut my yarn here, finish off, and then join my yarn into the next chain 2 space. I'm going to be using the same colour, so I will be slip stitching across. We just want to make these loose. We don't want to make them tight, otherwise it will make our crochet square not lay flat. So I'm over here, chain 2 space, and we're going to make a slip stitch. We're going to chain 3 and work 1 double crochet into that chain 2 space. We're going to chain 2 and then work 2 double crochet into the same chain 2 space. Now we want to work into the 3 stitches across here. Sometimes we can accidentally crochet over this stitch. I haven't done it here, but sometimes, because I've made lots of these before, I crochet over that first stitch by accident. It kind of just hides just here, and you can miss that stitch, so therefore you lose a stitch and your stitch count is off. So just make sure that you're crocheting into this very first stitch here. We've got 3 on the previous round, so we know we need to do 3 double crochets. So we've done our first one. Go into our next one, and the next one. Now we're up to our corner space, and we want to work 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet, all in the same space. And again, we're up to this section. We've got 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. So we know we need to work 3 double crochets. So first one goes in here. And we're up to our corner space again. So we do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, so it's 2, 2 and 2 into the corner. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all in the same space. And we do that for every corner, apart from the first one, because it's a chain 3 and then a double crochet, but it's still the same: 2 stitches, 2 chains, 2 stitches. So we're up to this side section, and we're going to work 1 double crochet in each stitch. And then we're up to our chain 2 space, and we're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So we're coming up and we've got 3 stitches left, and you can see that we've got our slip stitches in the top there. We've got 1, 2 and 3. I'm just going to ignore that stitch, and I'm going to work into those 3 slip stitches. I find if I do this, it actually makes it neater than trying to jam it into the stitch. Still looks fine. And then we're going to slip stitch into the top of the very first stitch here, which for me is the chain 3. Let me know, do you do an alternative to the chain 3? I know there are plenty of stitches that you can do instead of a chain 3. Okay, so for the next round, we basically do the same thing. So I need 3 rounds to my solid granny square, so I'm going to do another round. So now, remember how we had to slip stitch across 3 stitches? Well, now we only have to slip stitch across to this chain 2 space, and because we joined in that one, we've only got a slip stitch in the top of that. It's just that first round that we need to do. So going in there with a slip stitch, and we're going to chain 3, and we want to work a double crochet into that chain 2 space, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space, we're going to work into this double crochet, and you can see now we've gained more than 3 stitches because we put 2 into that corner and 2 into that corner, so it should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there we go. So we're just double crocheting in each double crochet across. Eee. Working into our corner for 2 double crochet. That's my second one. And then chain 2 and 2 double crochet into that same chain 2 space. So now let's have a look. It's starting to get bigger and I'm loving it. So now we're going to crochet around, doing the same thing that we've been doing, and I'll meet you when we are ready to join. Pause the video and I'll see you there. I'm ready to join, and we're going to join at the top of the chain 3. And of course I've done my chains super tiny, just to make it fun to join. I like to go through 2 loops. I don't know if you can see that there, but there's 2 loops on the crochet hook. I just find that when you join it, it gives it more secure. It doesn't pull any big loops up or anything as well. Awesome, we have our square finished. So now we're just going to cut off our yarn. Love this colour, so nice. Just need to sew in our ends, so we can do that now. What colour did you choose to make your square? And what project are you going to use them in? You can use these for lots of things. Blankets, cardigans, bags, all sorts. I know I crocheted over this one, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm just not happy if I don't sew it in. I could literally just cut it off because I've crocheted over it quite a bit. But I still have to sew it in. Anybody else like that? Come on, get through there. And now I can cut it off. And we just have this one. You could crochet over that depending on what project you're using. I'm actually just going to sew it in because I'm not sure which project I'm going to use this for. There we go, and you can block this. I do have a blocking video and that's going to pop up just here, and I bought a new blocking board and I absolutely love it. I am making solid granny squares, I think for a blanket project. That's what I originally wanted to make it for, but we'll see. We'll see if I can keep myself motivated. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this content and give us a like if you can. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy crochet.